All right, so let's just start with rubbing our hands together. If you have glasses on, maybe just take them off for a second. We're going to create a little heat in our hands. You're going to be sitting on your chair. It's nice to have a little blanket or something behind your chair sometimes, but we're going to just rub our hands. Now you're going to take the palms of your hands and first bring your elbows onto your thighs, and then take the palms of the hands and just rest your head in your palm. So there's a little bit of weight with that. So you're just resting your head, your eyes, your palms are on your eyes, and you're just resting them, close them. There's some heat on your palms, soothing your eyes from the day. Take some deep breaths and feel the deep breaths moving into the back of your body. You want to feel the back of your body moving up and down. We tend to not think about our back body, but our back body needs to move as well with our breathing. So bringing some awareness to your shoulders and to your back as you breathe in and out, soothing your eyes. Maybe feeling the rise and the fall of your back, of your spine in the back. Soothing your eyes, especially. And then release the hands from your eyes, the palms of your eyes, and just let your head hang here. Just let it hang forward, maybe shake it out a little bit. Get a little movement in the neck. And then we're slowly going to come up, place your hands on your thighs and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time as we come all the way back up to sitting. Now we're going to massage your scalp. Now you can massage it, or you can also, this is called raking. You can also rake it if you want, which feels nice too. And we're massaging just because it feels nice also. Remember, the winter's all about rest, relaxation, doing some yummy things for yourself. And this little bit of afternoon break is a chance for you to self-care a bit, kind of break up your afternoon, coming to your evening. Always feels nice to give some circulation to her head. It also feels nice to, it's called washing your face. You're kind of just going around the face like you're washing it. And then you're going to take your, like making peace signs, and you're going to bring them up and down your ears, the backs of the ears. I have one in the front and I have one in the back, and I'm just massaging the ears. The ears, you got to be careful in the winter that you don't clog the ears. You got to wear a hat if it's cold out. I know a lot of us don't like to because we get hat head, but it really, as soon as I get a chill in my ear, I get sick. It never fails. So you want to keep this area nice and lubricated, open. Now we're going to do the humming sound. If you're not familiar with humming, it helps to quiet down your nervous system. And it's called a humming breath because we inhale, we simply like just humming through your mouth. But we're going to also close our eardrums with one of your fingers. And then you'll inhale through the nose and do a hum. And do another one, inhaling through the nose and begin to hum. And then release, and you're going to massage down the side of your neck. Maybe do the back of the neck, whatever feels good for your neck. The neck gets, a lot of congestion in the neck usually by this time of day. And then just squeeze your shoulders behind you, your shoulder blades. Just give them a squeeze, and then you release, and then you squeeze, and you release. Maybe drop your head forward. Do a couple of rotations of your neck. Feels really nice as well. Go to the other direction. And then we're going to massage the front of our neck, the throat, like a kitty cat. Then let's rub our hands together, warm them up. And we're going to do it's called Meridian Wash. We're going to start at our fingers, any side you want, and you come up, follow the hand up the outside of the arm, trace it behind your shoulder blade, trace it down your alongside your clavicle bone, and then down the sternum, on the side of your body, underneath your armpit, and then out through the inside of the arm. And then we're going to do this again. We're going to slide the hand up the outside of the arm to the back of the shoulder blade, follow your clavicle bone, go down the sternum, under the armpit, to the inside of the arm. We're just going to do a couple of these. You come on the outside of the arm, to the back of the shoulder, cross the collarbone, down the sternum, side of the body, under the armpit, out the inside of the arm. This took me a long time to figure out. I don't know why, but it did. So don't worry about it. You'll get it after a while. Once you get it, it just feels really nice. It's a really nice way to shower too. You're moving your energy lines in the body, and it's just kind of soothing also, just doing this little bit of self-massage. And then the back of the shoulder, underneath the arm, outside. And then just bring that down. And then massage your low back, where your kidneys are. And then we're gonna rub our legs around the knees, slide it down your calves, the whole leg, right down to your foot, and give yourself a little bit of a foot massage. Whole foot, a little bit of tapping, the bottom of the ball mound of the foot, which is your kidney meridian in qigong. Helps to move all your fluids. We're waking that meridian up. And then we're going to massage your other leg around the knees, down the legs, the side, the calf, and then massage your foot, whatever feels nice. And then a little bit of giving yourself a good old slap on the foot, getting that kidney meridian, waking it up. Controls your fluids in your body. And then we're going to do this one more time. Let's go around the arm, underneath the arm, the inside of the arm, all the way out, other side, all the way out. Massage your kidneys, feet, legs, the knees, right down the leg. Massage your foot, slap it. And other leg, massage the leg around the knees. So we're getting some circulation going too. Massage your foot, give it a good old slap. And then release. We're going to take, like you're going to, that thing you did as a kid, you kind of hold your nose and pull it. We're going to do that with our fingers. So you pull your fingers, take the other one and pull and pull. Sometimes you'll get cracking from it. That's okay. Again, we're working a lot of different meridian lines in the fingers, and it feels really good, especially if you have like arthritis or any kind of discomfort in your hands. We'll do that a couple of times. A lot of your meridians end and begin at the fingers as well. So we're activating some energy lines in the body as well. And then release. And then just kind of shake it out. Okay, so now let's come to standing, and you can bring your chair to whatever side you want at the edge of your mat or wherever you're working or standing. Have your strap nearby, and I'm just gonna fix that. And let's just start with a little bit of movement, a little bit of warm up. We're gonna start with rotation. I do this every time I start anything. It's just an easy way to get your body moving. It'll also indicate of what's kind of giving you a little bit of extra oomph, like maybe your low back hurts. Usually rotation helps to do a little bit of inventory of how your body's feeling right now. Because anytime you do move, you want to start moving, you want to check in with yourself. You don't want to just go rushing out in your day and start something without checking in or getting a little bit of movement in your body. This will prevent exasperating something that's maybe starting to bud. So we're just doing this little bit of rotation in your body all the way around. So I can feel some cracking, in my spine, actually. I didn't do a lot of movement today. I was kind of busy doing some other stuff. So this is, giving me a good indication of how my body's feeling right now. Just kind of a smooth movement. And let's just go from side to side. Another nice way to get some movement in the system. We're going to come into what's called dragon swimming with dragon. Palms of the hands come together. You're going to dip down over to, let's dip over to our left. And then you come up with the arms and you dip down to the other side. So you're creating this figure 8 with this movement with your hands. Swimming dragons, another nice movement to get a flow where you're not going to hurt yourself. It's just warming up the body, getting some circulation going, getting some light movement in. Now you can also use your feet with this. You know, when you come over to one side, come onto the toes, and then you drop the heel. Come over to the other side, toe, drop the heel. So now we're getting a figure 8, you know, in the whole body, in the legs and in the feet and in the shoulders. And you can bring that up a little bit as you start to work up, feeling that in the upper body, the upper torso, the shoulders, head and neck. You can bring it all the way down if you want and make this movement a little bit bigger. So again, just lightly warming up the body. And then we'll release. We're going to do mountain. We're just going to check in with our stance. You want to root down through your legs, engage your thigh muscles, soft knees, tuck your tailbone under, lift your shoulders up, slide them back, slide them down to your waist, let your head just gently rest on your neck. Arms are at your side, and you're just rooting down. You're dropping in as you're lengthening up. So we're grounding ourselves down into the earth, and we're lengthening up from the base of the spine right through the crown of the head, getting taller and stacking our bones. Let's do directional movement. We're going to inhale. You're going to draw up and look over to your right. As you're inhaling, bring the head back to center, and then exhale, release the arms down. So we're going to take in our view. Inhale over to your left. Look at your direction there. And as you exhale, we release the arms down. Again, inhale, bring both arms up, drop your left arm back, your right arm is forward, and turn your gaze to the back. Want to look behind you. And then inhale, arms come up, and exhale, turn your gaze over to your right, looking behind you. And then inhale, look up at your hands, and as you exhale, look down, follow your hands as you look down. So we just took in a 360-degree view of our environment. We're going to wash the monkey. This is called a monkey washes its fruit. We're going to start to shake the body and get some energy going, get some circulation going. You're shaking the hands, maybe start to shake the elbows, the shoulders, and then add a bounce. So we can start bouncing here. Let the arms just shake on their own. And you're going to inhale, and exhale it out through the mouth. Shake off your day, and you're gently jumping up and down a little bit on the heels if you want. That gives you a little bit more circulation activity. It'll start moving your lymphatics, fluids, gets all of your blood moving, all your fluids moving, circulation. So if you haven't done any kind of movement today, this is a really quick way to release. And also, this is great for your joints. It's called shaking the 9 gates, where shaking our major joints or ankles or knees or hips, or wrist, elbow, shoulders, and cervical neck. Let's bring the arms out to the side, shake, and then you can bring them over your head. If you've had a rough day, you go like a little kid having a tantrum. You've seen kids do this, and they do it because it just releases a lot of tension. So we're allowed to do that too, and it's easy to do, and it releases some excess energy that you might kind of want to release. And then stop. Maybe feel some tingling happening. Bring the palms of your hands together. Maybe you feel some energy, some tingling between the palms of the hands. Let's use it. This is called a chi ball, an energy ball. As you inhale through your nose and expand the ball. As you exhale, blow it out through the mouth and compress the ball. Inhale through your nose and expand the ball. As you exhale, blow out through your mouth and compress the ball. Inhale, expand this breath in your body as you expand the energy ball. As you exhale, you compress, blow all the air out. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling the whole body expand with breath. Exhale, blow it out through your mouth. Now we're just going to swing the arms forward and back. Again, you're rocking forward and back on the feet a little bit. And we're going to release some excessive energy. Again, we inhale and ha it out through the mouth. Inhale up, ha, exhale out. Inhale up, ha, exhale out. Inhale up, ha, exhale out. Inhale up. Use your voice, ha, coming from the belly, not so much the throat. Ha, let some extra energy go. So, ha, maybe stress from the day. We're just shaking our day out. Ha, and one more time. Inhale, ha, and then let it go. Move the shoulders around. Maybe move the neck around a little bit. And then we're going to go get our strap and start moving with the strap. Now, I had said if you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a tie, you can use a scarf, you can use a bungee cord, but you want to take it in both hands. You want it pretty far apart to be able to get your arms over your head. And then mine's a little short, and then be able to get it behind you. So we're just bringing the strap up and over. So you'll have to adjust the strap so it's not too tight and not too far. And you're pulling the strap away from the hands, like it's taut. So it's a very taut strap, and you're just bringing the arms forward and back. So we're starting to get a nice opening in the shoulders. You're rooting down through the legs. Remember, use your stability, let the upper body begin to loosen up, going forward and back. And then we're going to keep it up over the head and lean over to one side. So here's a little bit of a side stretch, really nice and easy, and it feels really great. It's nice to have a strap around during the day, maybe every so often grab it and do a couple of these stretches. They're easy to do, they're safe to do. And then take one arm down and one arm up. We'll do the other side, one arm up and one arm down. Now this time you're going to drop, so I have whatever arm is up above you, bend the elbow, and then you grab the strap behind you with your other hand. And then you pull back with both elbows. Engage your abdominals so you're not overextending your back. It's not a back bend, it's just opening up these arms. And then release. We'll do the other side. So the other arm is up, the other one's down. You're going to bend that top arm, the arm that's behind you. You grab a hold of the strap wherever you can. Now, some of you might even be able to grab your hand. And then you pull and feel that opening in the arms. Let both elbows move back to feel that opening in the arms. Now you're going to take the strap behind you and shorten it. So it looks like this. And then soften the knees, and then you slowly come forward, releasing the arms over your head. It's a really nice stretch for the head and the neck as well. So you can let the head and the neck go, shake it around, drop it forward. And then slowly come up again, one vertebrae at a time, stacking each vertebrae on top of each other as you come back to standing. And then release. Bring the strap in front of you, make it a little bit shorter this time, and then we twist. We go from side to side in a spinal twist. Feels really nice. So we're moving our spine in four flexions, forward and back, side to side, and then we're going to take it also into a rotation. Let's do a couple more twists. Again, a really nice way to do twists. We're going to also do them on the floor. And then bring the strap over your head, separate the legs, and we're going to do a big circle all the way around. All the way around. A little bit of a back bend when you come back. All the way around. And you're inhaling and exhaling. Don't hold your breath. Go to the other direction when you feel like you had enough. All the way around. And then back overhead, do another side stretch and another side stretch, side stretch, and another side stretch. So really nice ways to stretch your upper body. And now we're going to start to, you can put the strap to the side. We're going to use it again on the floor. Wherever your chair is, you're going to take one of your feet forward. And you want to bring your hands on your chair. You want to have whatever knee is forward, whatever leg is forward. You can rest that knee just a little bit, just for some guidance of where you need that knee. You want the knee right underneath your heel. That's where you want it. And your back leg, you're off the toes of your back leg. Now think of your thigh muscle moving towards the back of that leg and really straighten it out. Now bend that knee. You should get a really nice stretch in that thigh. And then come back up. Straighten both legs. Feel the stretch in both the front of the front foot, and I feel this in my shin of the knee that was bent, and I also feel this in my calf. Now we're going to bend this knee again, and then again lift that thigh muscle to the back of your leg, and then bend the knee a few times so you get a nice stretch in your thighs. Other side. So if you have animals in your house, you kind of have to monitor them. But they're usually my dog barks at the dog that goes by. But anyway, let's bend that leg again. We're going to bend that knee and feel that stretch in your thigh. Now from here, we can take that front foot and bring it back. And there's a nice stretch here, kind of like a downward facing dog. And then we'll come up and you'll switch sides. So whatever knee you had forward now, you bring that leg back, and we're going to bend your opposite knee. The other foot heels off the floor. Lift that back thigh towards the back of that leg. That gives you a really nice stretch there. And then you bend the knee a couple of times so you can hold it there with that bent knee. You want to feel that stretch in your thigh muscle. That's where you want to feel it. And then straighten it out, then bend it again. So that's the area that we're working. And then you can straighten both legs. So we're going to be working more on the legs when we're on the floor, so we don't need to worry about it so much with this. Really wanted you to get the stretch in the thigh muscle the most. Now that leg that's up front, you bring it behind you, and then you come into a really nice downward facing dog stretch. And then if you want, you can come into a full forward fold and just hang here, shake it out, hang like a rag doll. And then we'll slowly curl up. Bend those knees and come up one vertebrae at a time as you slowly come back up to standing. Let's work on the hips a little bit. Let's separate the legs fairly wide. You're going to slide down and then bend one knee at a time. Just to get a little bit of a stretch on the inner thighs. We're going to work again, I had mentioned, on the floor with the strap and the legs. Really good stretch when you're on your back. But for now, we're just opening up a little bit more. You can bend both knees and get a nice hip stretch. And then again, roll slowly up. One vertebrae at a time, stacking each vertebrae on top of each other, and then we'll come back up to center. Let's shake again. One more shake out before we go to the floor. And just notice if you feel any different. Maybe you've awakened some more energy, you feel more of a flow happening. Maybe you also were able to do some inventory to see where your body needs some extra love and attention. Let's come to our backs. Take your time getting down. And you also want to have your strap nearby. And I'm going to just tip this a little bit more so you can see me on the floor. And again, animals will come and want to play. So now when you come down on the mat, take your time coming down, like roll down all the way to the floor. Once you reach the floor, bring your knees right into your chest, and then you move them away. You inhale and exhale, bring the knees in, inhale, knees away. Just do a couple of those. You can also do rotation of the knees. This will massage your low back, your sacrum especially. A little bit of a roll here. You might want a little, maybe a blanket under your head if your head feels like it needs a little lift. Of course, you don't want your chin to your chest, but sometimes a little bit of support under the head feels nice when you're on the floor. And we're just going to rock from side to side a little bit. And then release the soles of the feet flat on the floor. Arms are above your head or at your side. Knees are going to touch each other. And you're just going to rock your head from side to side as you release any discomfort from the head or the neck. So I could feel that. I love being on the floor and stretching. It's just a nice way. Because you've got that support of the floor to support your back. And then release the knees away from each other. We're just going to do a pelvic rock. So you tuck the tailbone under. You're going to feel your low back flat. And then you round it. So your pelvic rock forward and back. You're going to feel that in your low back, especially if you're having any kind of low pain today. This is the pelvic rock is a nice movement to do. It's very subtle, and it's really a great way to stretch that low back. So I'm just tucking in my tailbone, and then I release it, and you should almost be able to put your hand, there's a little bit of an arch in the low back when you do that. And then when you flatten it, when you tuck it in, you'll feel the low back flatten. And then you do the other way. Again, you should be able to get your hand right under that low back, just going back and forth. Now we're going to have your strap nearby, but before we do that, we're going to take our left knee and hold on to the front of the knee and just gently press it into your chest. Just hold that for a little bit. You can do a little rotation of the ankle several times and then the other direction. Now we're going to bring this leg all the way up. You hold the back of the knee, maybe behind the knee or behind the hamstring or your calf. We're just going to rotate the foot a couple of times. Rotate in one direction and then the other direction. And now you're going to take your strap and you're going to bring it on the ball mount of your foot, holding on to the strap in both hands on either side. Now, you're going to take your strap, you're going to hold the strap tight and gently guide your leg in towards your body, trying to straighten the knee as comfortably as you can. Start to feel the stretch in your hamstring muscle. Now, before we continue with this stuff, you're going to want to take your strap in your right hand and just press the strap down. It's going to be just a little bit of a movement of a twist of your foot. So you're pressing your right hand, you're pressing that strap down. It's going to twist your foot a little bit, and then you release, and then you press the other hand in the opposite direction, and you're just moving that foot, very small movements, and you should be able to feel that all the way into your leg. This little bit of movement. Why this feels so good is because we tend to be either pronated or supinated, which means we carry all our weight on one side of the foot, more on one side of the foot than the other. So by doing this, you're just waking up some of those muscles that are very tight because you're bringing too much weight on one side of the foot than the other. Now you can start to do a little bit of a rotation with this leg in one direction. If you want to go further with this, release your opposite leg so it's flat, and then you can do a bigger rotation of this leg for this hip. That's where you want to feel it in the hip joint. And when you've gone in one direction, take it to the other direction, all the way around. And then stretch that hamstring one more time. Take both straps in whatever leg you're holding. With the strap, that's the hand you want to be holding both straps. Now you're going to keep the opposite leg completely flat on the floor. It's not going to turn at all. We're going to take this leg that you're holding up and we're going to take it out towards the side. Both legs are very active, which means you want your toes facing towards your body. And then you'll feel the stretch, should feel the stretch really nice in the inner thigh muscles, maybe all the way down into the calf. Now take that leg back up to center. You're going to switch hands with that strap. So its opposite leg is up and the opposite hand is grabbing the strap. Keeping that leg that we still have flat on the floor, you're going to take this leg and guide it over towards the other leg. And you're going to feel this strongly in your outer hip joint. That's where you want to feel. But try not to roll over. We don't want to roll over in that opposite leg because you're going to lose that stretch. So I'm feeling it really strongly in my IT band. That's where I feel it. And then you'll come up again, stretching that hamstring again, maybe do some circles. So I feel tight in my hips, so this feels really nice to me. This little bit of a rotation in the leg, but you might want to do the full rotation in your leg. Again, do what feels comfortable. Now bend that opposite knee, bring the sole of the foot on the floor, release your strap, and place your sole, the ankle of the leg that was just stretched, and you're just going to place your hand on the inner thigh and just kind of rock it up and down. This will also release some tension out of the hip joint. Now release that opposite foot off the floor, interlace your fingers behind that hamstring, and press that knee in towards your body to get a deeper hip opening. You can also rock from side to side, which feels really, really nice. Now you're going to release that leg that was up and place that foot flat on the floor. Take your hands in front of that opposite knee and just guide it towards your chest, opening up the low back. Now you're going to reach that leg up towards the ceiling. Start with making some movements with that ankle. Move the toes around, especially. I don't know why, but this just feels so nice for my foot. My feet always feel achy. Now I'm going to take my strap and I'm going to bring it on the ball mount of this foot. And then we start to release the heel up towards the ceiling, opening up the hamstring of your foot, of your leg. And then we'll stretch that foot. So you take the strap on either side, each hand has a strap, and you're going to press the outer strap down, feel a little bit of a twist in the foot, and then take the other strap and press that down and feel a little bit of a twist in that foot. Very small movements, but they're deep. They're very deep movements from the foot all the way to your leg. So feel that stretch. Remember to breathe, because breathing is going to help move some of that to get a deeper opening here. Now now you can do a little rotation with this leg to start opening up your hip. You can release your opposite leg so it's flat now, so you can make a bigger rotation of this hip joint. Take your time, feel what you're opening, noticing what's stretching here for you. And then take that leg up again, grab a hold of the strap. Whatever leg is up is the hand that you're going to hold both straps. That opposite leg's completely flat and charged. So both feet are charged, both legs are charged here. And you're going to bring your leg and guide it out to the side as you open up your inner thigh muscles here, keeping that opposite hip down. You don't want to be rolling over because you're going to lose the stretch. It's not how far you go, but the opening that you're creating. Then come back, switch hands with the strap, and then guide this leg over to the opposite side. This is, again, a really nice outer hip joint stretch. You might feel this also in your IT band as you go all the way over to the opposite side. Bring that leg up. You're going to release the strap. Bring that ankle on your opposite top of the knee. Release that foot off the floor. Interlace your fingers behind the thigh and then press that knee in towards you and feel that opening in your outer hip joint. And then release. You're going to take your strap again. You're going to bring it on both ball mounts of the feet. So now both legs are facing up towards the ceiling. So this is a little bit of an inversion for your body, for your legs. You can drop the head from side to side as you're doing this inversion. Pretty nice stretch in the shoulders also. And then again, if you want to do a little rotation, this will be nice for your low back. And then release the strap. Bring both knees in towards your chest. And then release the knees away from your body so they're even with your hips. Now you're going to bring both arms out to the side, and we're going to drop the knees over to one side. Whatever side you've dropped the knees, turn your head to the opposite direction for a spinal twist. Again, use your floor for support so you can release all your weight into this twisting flexion. Take a couple of deep breaths here. We'll come back to center, and we're going to drop the knees to the opposite side. Head comes to the opposite direction for a spinal twist. There's different ways of doing twists. This is just a nice way. I mean, I feel this opening also in my arms. So it's not just for the back, but I also feel this in my armpits and in my arms as well. So it's a really nice stretch. And if I don't do this for a while, I can feel the difference in the stretch. And then you're going to come back to center, bring the soles of the feet on the floor again, and then bring your soles of the feet together. You'll get a really nice stretch in both hips again and in your groin area. Arms can come above your head. Relax your shoulders towards the floor. Bring your head from side to side once again. As you breathe in and out. We're going to do one more stretch because I love this one. Soles of the feet. One side of the foot is on one side of the mat. The other foot's on the other side of the mat. You're going to bring both knees over to your right. So both knees are coming to the right. Taking your right heel and place it on the outer edge of your left knee. And you just press down a little bit. It's a really nice stretch again for that thigh muscle. And then come back to center. Drop both knees to the left. Taking your left heel, bring it on top of the outside edge of your right knee. And you just press down, and this will give you, again, a really nice stretch in that thigh muscle. And then release. Do any kind of adjustment you need to make before we start getting ready for Shavasana. Hard to believe that we're almost there in Shavasana. But a nice thing you could do is maybe stretch your whole body, stretch out your legs, stretch out your arms, give your whole body a really nice stretch. Make any adjustments you need to make. For Shavasana, you definitely want something under the knees, like a pillow, something under the head, and also a blanket or covering of some sort to keep the heat in your body. So as you're getting comfortable, getting ready for Shavasana, I'm just going to prepare myself to sit here so I can guide you through the Shavasana. So again, you want shut off your phone if your phone's not shut off. And taking this time to prepare for this Shavasana, this posture of relaxation, of the posture of the non-doing, which this afternoon break is about. Just giving yourself a little bit of a deep rest to find some healing, some relaxation in the middle of your day. So as you begin to support your low back by bringing a pillow or maybe you have a bolster and bring it under your knees. This will take any discomfort from your low back. And then a little bit of elevation under the head is really nice too. And then